Hello my dear students, good afternoon. Welcome to Concept and Classes. I hope you all are well. Today our topic is coordinate geometry. Introduction to coordinate geometry. Let us learn some basics of coordinate geometry. So without wasting much time, let us come to the point. Let us start. Dear students, we have already studied how to locate a point on a number line. Let me recall. Let me draw a number line. First we mark a fixed point on the number line. Then on the right side of this fixed point, we take positive values at equal intervals. And on the left side of this fixed value, we take negative numbers on the equal intervals. And then we can locate, we can describe any point on this number line. Clear? Now you know how to describe a point on the number line. Let me take this point as A. Then here A represents 2 on the number line. A represents 2 on the number line. This is how to locate a point on the number line. Now students, if we have to locate, we have to describe a point in the plane. How to describe the point in a plane, how to locate the position of a point in a plane. Let me explain you like this. Let me take a sheet of paper. Let me take a sheet of paper and mark a point A on it, and mark a point A on it. If I ask you, you describe the point A. If I ask you to describe this point A, you may come up with different statements. You may say that point A is nearer to the top corner, to the top edge. You may say point A is far away from the bottom edge. You may say point A is nearer to the left edge. आप कह सकते हैं पॉइंट ए टॉप एज से थोड़ा दूर है, लेफ्ट से थोड़ा दूर है, बॉटम से बहुत ज्यादा दूर है. But these statements, they do not give the position of A. They do not fix the position of A. Then how to fix the position of A in a plane? This problem was solved by a French mathematician. This problem was solved by a French mathematician. Name was Reine Discrets. Name was Reine Discrets. He gave us the idea how to describe a point in a plane according to Reine Discrets. When you want to describe a point in a plane, you take two reference lines. Take two reference lines. For example, here, let me explain you like this. Let me take two reference lines, the bottom edge and the left edge. Take two reference lines, the bottom edge and the left edge. Then, From this point A, you draw a perpendicular on the bottom edge, this perpendicular on the bottom edge, and from the same point A, you draw a perpendicular on the left edge. Then what did Reen said? Take two reference lines. Take two reference lines. Here in this case, let me take two reference lines. Number one, the bottom edge, and number two, the left edge. Then draw perpendiculars from point A to the bottom edge and to the left edge. This perpendicular and this perpendicular. Then measure the distance of A from the bottom edge. Let me name this point as B and this point as C. Then you measure the distance of AB and measure the distance of AC. Suppose distance of AB, point A from the bottom edge, is 5 centimeters. Suppose. And distance of point C, point A from the left edge, is 2 centimeters. Then we can describe the position of point A as point A is 5 centimeters from the left edge, from the bottom edge, and 2 centimeters from the left edge. That means we can say position of A is 5 and 2. 5 centimeters from the bottom edge and 2 centimeters from the left edge. This idea of Reen discretes had a far-reaching consequences. The simple idea gave rise to a subject, gave rise to a branch of mathematics known as coordinate geometry. Known as coordinate. So this simple idea gave rise to a branch of mathematics known as coordinate geometry. Well, in simple words, we can say that coordinate geometry, in a coordinate geometry, we study the position of a point in a plane. In simple words, we can say that in coordinate geometry, we study position of a point in a plane. You pause the video and note it down. Now, 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 Cartesian plane. Cartesian plane. Second topic is Cartesian plane. What is this Cartesian plane? what is the Cartesian plane. You know how to draw a number line and how to locate, how to mark a number line. For example, let me draw a horizontal line here, mark a fixed point on it, and then at equal distances mark points on the number line. Let me take this as 1, 2, 3, and 4. This has -1, -2, and -3. This is how we draw a number line. This is the horizontal line. The same idea can be expanded to a vertical line also. If we draw a vertical line, this is the fixed point. These are marks at equal intervals. 1, 2, 3, 4. And these are marks at equal intervals from the left side. -1, -2, -3, -4. This is how we draw a number line. Now, let's further expand it. If this horizontal line and this vertical line cross each other at point O. Now, if this horizontal line, which I name as x dash, and this vertical line, which I name as y dash, intersect each other at O, then this x dash, it is known as x-axis, and the vertical line y dash, it is known as y-axis. It is known as the point where they intersect each other at right angles. This point is known as origin. Point where x-axis and y-axis intersect each other is called origin. Now these axes, they have 4 parts. These axes have 4 parts. One part is here, OX. Another is OY. Next is OX dash, and another is OY dash. This OX, it represents the positive values. This O dash X, it represents negative values. OY represents positive values, and OY dash represent negative values. Then OX and OY, they are called positive directions. Of x-axis and y-axis. And OY, OX dash and OY dash. They are called negative directions of x-axis and y-axis. They are called negative directions of x-axis and y-axis. Now, pause the video and note it down. Now, you are seeing that this x-axis and y-axis, it has divided the plane into 4 parts, into 4 quadrants. This is 1st quadrant, This is second quadrant. This is third quadrant. And this is fourth quadrant. With x-axis and y-axis, it has divided the plane into four quadrants. This first quadrant, it contains OX and OY. That means it has positive directions of x axis and y axis. Therefore, here it represents x as positive and y as positive. Here, in the second quadrant, x is negative and y is positive. And in the third quadrant, x is negative, y is also negative. And in the fourth quadrant, x is positive and y is also positive. Y is negative, sorry. Y is negative. These two axes, x-axis and y-axis, along with these four quadrants, it is known as Cartesian plane. So what is Cartesian plane? Two axes, that is x-axis and y-axis, along with four quadrants, is called a Cartesian plane. Or we call it as coordinate plane. Or we call it as XY plane. We call it as XY plane. Two axes, the horizontal x-axis and the vertical y-axis, along with these four quadrants, is known as Cartesian plane. Or we call it as coordinate plane, or we call it as XY plane. I hope you understood today's topic. Inshallah, God willing, tomorrow we will proceed further on the same topic. Till then, goodbye. See you.